And welcome to 520 Sports Talk on a Thursday night down here in South Tucson. We are at Meech's Mexican Food at 39th Street and 4th Avenue. If you're in the area, come on down. We're going to have a fantastic show tonight. We've got the 13U Sahuarita 49ers who won the city championship last year as 12-year-olds. And we got them back on. As you can see, producer Pearson, go ahead and scan the crowd there. We are packed in here. We're like a bunch of sardines, but everybody looks like they're having fun. Everybody's smiling, and obviously the food's really good. So we are going to talk about some football. We're going to talk about a little bit of school. We're just going to have a lot of fun tonight. So thanks a lot. Let's get into our sponsors real quick. Dynamic Comfort, Air Conditioning and Heating, where your comfort is our only concern. Right now, man, it's the time to get that AC cranked up because it's you don't want to sit in a hot house. Give them a call, 520-323-0008. Sparkle Cleaners, 11 convenient locations around Tucson to serve you. Now they're offering home and business pickup of your laundry and dry cleaning. I mean, can't get any easier than that. Just go online to sparklecleaners.com or give them a call. They've got 11 locations. Schedule a pickup. They'll professionally clean your clothes, bring them right back to you. Frog and Firkin, we were there last night, had a great show with the Arizona Roadrunner Club softball team. Over 1,000 views. Thank you, Bob Hamaker and the girls, for putting on such a good show. Everything's going on good at the Frog. There's live music. There's our show. There's Wednesday night with Lucas Gonzalez. There's karaoke. And obviously sports 7 days, 7 nights a week at Frog and Firkin, located in University Main Gate Square. When we're out east, we're at Wings Over Broadway at Camino Seco and Broadway for our east side teams. We've had the Vail Vikings over there. We've had Empire. We've had Cienega. We've had Benson. We had a lot of teams over there. Best wings in town, I'll tell you. They're crispy. Last bite's as crispy as the first one. Great pizza, great burgers, great sandwiches. TVs all over the place. Once again, sports 7 days, 7 nights a week. Bianchi's Italian, two locations to serve you. Speedway and Silverbell over by the West Campus of Pima, and the location that we use for our Northside shows is at Tangerine and Thornydale for our Oro Valley and Marana schools. Monday night we will be at Johnny Gibson's Downtown Market with the Tucson Mountain Little League team in conjunction with Highwire Lounge. They're at Broadway, between Broadway and Congress on 6th Avenue. Huge selection of sandwiches, burgers, ready-to-eat foods, and obviously being a grocery store, there's dozens of things to drink there. For the adults, the Highwire Lounge will definitely take care of you. That's where our show Under the Stars takes place. Once again, we are here at Meech's. You can't beat the food here. It's worth the trip down to South Tucson. Also, Arizona Native Landscaping, design, installation, and maintenance. Go to ArizonaNativeLandscaping.com or get their Facebook page at Arizona Native Landscaping. We'll get to the rest of the sponsors a little bit later. So, fellas, thanks for coming. It's been a while. Saw you last year. Great outcome. City champs. Can't beat that. Going for a repeat. I think you guys are in good shape. Looking at the kids here, you guys look like you're pretty loaded. So we'll share the mics. You guys can share that one. You got that, and you got that over here. We'll start with you. Just give us your name and what your role is with the team.
Sure. My name is Alfonso Carranza. I'm one of the assistant coaches, and I work primarily with the wide receivers on offense and the defensive backs on defense.
Okay.
My name is George Rushing. I am the head coach for the 13U 49ers.
Ricky Rodriguez. My role is just trainer / paramedic, and I play more of the offensive defensive line coach.
All right, great.
Coach Patrick Jones. I kind of fill in wherever Coach Rushing and the rest of the coaching staff needs me. And I'm a paramedic also, so I'll be helping our coach with that role as well.
I'm retired from the fire department, so I got you.
My name is Ryan Gilbert, so I back these guys up. We're pretty heavy on medics, so medic trainer, we get to tape a lot of ankles, feet, wrists, all that good stuff.
I hear that.
Hey, Patrick.
We, when I was in high school, you're a high school kid, you got a little bit of an attitude, a little bit of an edge and stuff, and then the coach asks you to shave your ankles because you're going to get taped, and they're like, we don't want to do that. So the ones that didn't want to do it, the hair comes off one way or another when they pull that tape. So, good stuff. Okay, so let's go back to last year a little bit. Talk about getting into the playoffs, going to the city championship, obviously culminating into being the city champs for 12 years. We'll start with you, Coach.
Well, it's hard, recalling last year without, talking about, our coach that passed away.
Yes.
It was definitely a traumatic thing for us. It was hard to work through. I give full credit to our guys. Everybody rallied around each other. They worked hard to work together to get through, that traumatic event. One of the reasons why I especially asked Coach Ryan, who was the first responder for us, but all of the gentlemen at the table are first responders, and they were there to provide assistance when Coach Juan went down. And so we were fortunate, in that vein, but the outcome didn't turn out like we hoped. But the inspiration from it, we rallied around that theme to do one more for Coach Juan, and we went on and we were successful in winning the championship. So.
Now, you went to the regionals after that, right?
Yes.
And how did that turn
out? We won the first day, and we had to play a second game the next day. Oh, wow. We ended up playing a California team who didn't have to play 2 games back-to-back, but
so sore versus unsore.
Right. We lost that game by a touchdown, but our boys went out there and fought, and they worked real hard. So we give all credit to the guys. They really laid it all out there, and it was something that we believe Coach Juan would have been proud of.
Now, are you guys going to do anything this year to carry that over, maybe a helmet sticker or something like that?
Well, if you see the shirts that we have on, it says "Finish the Mission," and that mission began last year of being champions and pursuing to give our very best. That doesn't mean absolutely you're going to be champion, but that means we're going to play like champions and give our very best at everything that we do. And so a part of that theme is continuing on in that same memory of Coach Juan.
And that's the way to do it. That's a great message because we've all been on teams where you just go out there and you just lay it on the line and you got nothing left, and you may come up on the losing end, but you left it all out on the field. Right. You cannot discount the effort of the kids or whoever your teammates are. That's what you want. This is a great league, Tucson Youth Football, yes. Getting the kids ready, getting them fundamentally sound to go to the next level, to go to sometimes some of the middles. I think the Catholic middle schools have football, and then especially the high school football. They usually have kind of a farm system for that. So hats off to you guys, because you guys do the dirty work in teaching them the game of football. And yes, it's nice to win, but it's better to know the game, know your position, know your footwork, know how to tackle properly. All the fundamental things that that go into what people see on game day. A lot of people have never been to a football practice and don't really know what goes into it. I like you guys. I dropped by a couple of times when you guys were. You probably didn't see me. I was just kind of in the park looking and stuff, but. I like the way you guys go about it because, I think I heard you say you can't flip the switch on. How you practice is how you're going to play on Saturday. It's not a light switch you can just turn it on and off. So kudos to you guys. What do you think going into this next season? Who do you think are going to be, the teams to beat amongst your rivals, including yourself?
That's hard.
I don't want bulletin board material.
That's hard to say. We really have a unique. That 13U division is a unique division because that top 4 or 5 teams all can go out there and battle. You have the Oro Valley Dolphins. You have I don't know what the state of the Redskins are, but I know those Raiders are going to be tough. The Vikings are going to be tough. It's interesting to see who's going to rise up because, as these kids have gotten a year older, they're going to come back faster, they're going to come back bigger. Again, that division is a tough division, so it's hard to say who's going to be those standouts.
And it's neat because, just like your team, the 12U now is 13U. They've already had a year or even more, probably even more, up under their belts, playing with each other, the same kids. The continuity, you can't measure that.
Right.
I mean, it's so nice to have this, come back this year, see the same faces, a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, stronger, and let's get after it. So, talk about how you guys incorporate life with football. Now, in my opinion, and David Adams has said this many, many times, some of the best life lessons you can learn come from sports. Not just football, but basketball, baseball, whatever. And just kind of tell us how you incorporate life lessons during the course of the season to your kids.
I definitely want my coaches to begin to chime in on that. One of the things that we share with them is greatness is on the other side of suffering. You're going to have to do some things you don't feel like doing. You're going to have to go through some things you don't want to go through, but those sacrifices are the bricks that build, this house, if you will, called greatness. And if you're not willing to go out there and lay those bricks, you don't get it. You don't get that prize at the end of the day, and you got to be willing to go through something, to suffer, in order to get to the other side.
That's good. You guys want to add to that?
I think one of the biggest things starting out last year, one thing we preach with our kids is family. That's the big thing. We start with it, we end with it. It's not just a saying that we say; it's a belief that we believe in, and I think that speaks huge for the coaching staff and the kids. It represents an accountability for everybody. It's a mindset that the boys set out for. It's that self accountability for individually. As that little piece of the family, of the team, and as coaches, I think that we've bought into that obviously early on, and that has grown, and that's proved to be successful within our coaching staff. Just the way we're able to work with each other and just feed off each other, and that's been successful. And the biggest thing is with the coaches obviously buying in on that. The kids see it, they hear it, they believe it, and they buy in it. And it's just that self-accountability on their own end that makes them stronger, faster, and just willing to be part of that. So I think they've seen it, they believed it. Last year, I think, kind of proved it towards the end of that season. And I think just rolling into and continue that motto. We're all in it. We're a family. We're working that towards. So hopefully that's going to continue our success this year.
Okay, great. Let me ask you guys this one. How do you maintain the hunger? I mean, you got to remember, you're dealing with 12, 13-year-old kids. How do you kind of keep that city championship kind of in the back burner now? And that was then, and this is now. How do you keep that hunger going?
The mission is not complete, like Coach says.
There we go.
It's great to win the city championship. For us, we've done it like 2 years in a row, and now we're joining this staff and these group of kids to try to do it again. But for all of us, every 35 kids on our team, the mission is not done until you win a national championship. That's when the mission is complete, and that's our goal here, is to try to do that. But first, we have to get through TYF first before we can take one step at a time.
I can say, just kind of being on the sideline as a trainer, I see these kids compete with each other. So I think they challenge each other. They stay hungry by, hey, who's going to be the first one back from the sprint? So I think they're not even necessarily thinking about other teams. They're competing and battling within themselves. So I think them keeping themselves hungry is probably the biggest thing that's going to get them through the season.
All right.
I guess I have one thing I need to add.
Oh, yeah, you got to get you there.
One thing I need to add to that is just, keeping it fun. Like, to me, having the good camaraderie with, amongst each other, I think is very important. Not just on the field, but off the field, too. So whenever practices are done, I like to get together with the kids, go eat somewhere, go have a good time, go to the movies, just kind of keep it fun as well. So I think that's important as well. So.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. That's a great point. I mean, at the end of the day, it has to be fun. I mean, there's no reason to play football or any other sport unless you're having fun.
Right.
You can learn a lot. You can, you can go out there and try to win, give it your all, but, at the end of the day, it's got to be fun. You guys are lucky. You guys have a really, really good group of parents.
We do.
That doesn't hold true across youth sports. I mean, I used to coach basketball at the YMCA, and I loved my kids, and some of the parents just drove me crazy, And, you're fortunate because you have a real good group of kids and real great parents that have bought into the program. Every kid's not going to be a quarterback. Every kid's not going to be a star running back. Everybody's got their roles. If you're a big guy, you're going to be blocking. But what I tell the offensive defensive line is you're the most important guys on the field. I don't care how good of a running back you are, a quarterback, a receiver. If you don't have somebody to block for you, you're not. You can't play 1 on 11. So, you know, and that kind of puts it in a different frame of mind. You're like, oh, yeah, I am important. You know, DBs, linebackers and stuff, you know, go smack that guy, you know. You know, like keep them, keep their star guy intact. And, you know, that's just as important as catching a touchdown or running a pick six or anything like that. So that's a great message. So we're looking forward to TYF. I went to the coaches clinic last week. I got to meet I knew you guys already. I got to meet a bunch of other guys that I hadn't seen. Julius does a great job. Julius is a good friend of mine, kind of one of my mentors. He was a senior when I was a freshman at U of A. So he's he's a really good job, and I got just mad respect for him. So thank you very much, coaches. We're going to get the kids up here. We appreciate you laying the foundation. We'll let the kids build the house. That's awesome. All right. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So while we're changing up, thing, let me get this mic fixed. Give me some lead. Let's count on something. No, help me. Don't sit there. Help me. We're live. Come on.
I'm first.
You got it? Yeah. I pulled the table. I just have something to do. You got it. There you go.
Coach.
All right, there you go.
All right, sorry about that little mic problem. So, continuing with our sponsors, Catalina Auto Recycling. Actually, my producer Pearson, his family owns that. Right on Cindridge Road, 4811 East Cindridge. That's a continuation of Irvington once you go past the Tucson Electric Power Plant.
I'm going.
The road kind of curves a couple times, and then you're going to... I'm telling you, I have so much parts and stuff on my car, my 350Z from this place. Saved a ton of money. If you think about it, all cars run on used parts, and why buy new when used will do? So call Doug Sturdivant at 520-574-0555 or go to CatalinaAutoRecycling.com. So Arizona Lending Specialist, contact Mo the Mortgage Lady at 520-510-6698 for the lowest rates in town. She'll beat the Sun Streets, the Nova Home Loans, and when you're spending $150,000, $200,000 on a home, saving a few $1,000s on a mortgage for 0.5%, 0.75% is a big deal. Call her at 510-6698. Mo also does the calligraphy for our players of the game during our high school football and high school basketball players of the week. Jim Miller State Farm, located at Wade and Silverbell, soon to be moving in July up the road to Silverbell and Coach Line in Marana in the Continental Ranch area. He's your one-stop shop for life, auto, home, renters, and bank insurance. Look for the red VW outside his office and go bug him for a quote. You can also go to mymaranaagent.com. Tuller Trophy, 2 convenient locations to serve you at 6th Street and 6th Avenue and at the 5700 block of East 22nd Street. Tucson's original trophy and award center. Go to tullertrophy.com. First Heritage Realty, the A to B team with Brittany Palma. Brittany's actually in Thailand right now. She's going to be back Monday. We're going to have her as one of our guests on our female bodybuilding, fitness, and pole show that we have annually. So looking forward to that, Brittany. We love you. A to B team with Brittany Palma. Looking for a house, condo, townhouse, or just land. Give her a buzz at 520-270-7958 and move the healthy way. And we'll get to the rest of the sponsors in just a second. What's up, fellas? All right. You guys aren't nervous, are you?
No.
You're football players, not ballerinas, right?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to start with you, hotshot over here. Give us your name, where you go to school, and what position do you play?
My name is Gabe Carranza, and I go to Anza, and I play wide receiver.
All right, good
corner.
deal.
My name is AJ Gonzalez, and I don't know what school I'm going to.
You'll go somewhere. Right? You can't play hooky all year. What position do you play, buddy?
Defensive end.
Attaboy.
My name is Elijah Rushing. I go to Anza Trail. I play tight end and DN.
Tight end and what?
Tight end and DN.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
My name is Jackson Vanier. I go to Mansfield Middle School, and I play quarterback and safety.
All right.
My name is Jesus Fieros. I go to Pister Middle School, and I'm cornerback and wide receiver.
Terrific. All right. Well, glad to have you guys on here. My honor to have you guys on here. Okay, I'm an old guy. I had my day in the sun a long time ago. So let me tell you. Let me start with you. We'll go around again. What's the neatest thing about being a part of the Sahuarita 49ers?
The neatest thing is just having friends here.
Having your friends? Okay. All right.
I like how hard they push you.
How hard they push you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You got that one too.
Yeah, the coaches and also the competition.
Okay.
I like that the competition that we have on our team is like the same competition we get through the city.
All right.
I like the coaches and more of the competition.
Okay. But at the end of the day, what's the most important thing? No, what's the most important thing about playing football? Having fun. Having fun. If you go out there and football's a drag, you wouldn't be playing football, would you? Okay, and that goes for basketball or any other sports you play. And that leads me to the next thing. We want you guys, we don't ever like to see injuries. Injuries are part of sports. That's just how it is, okay? All right. But having worked in the EMS field and knowing a lot of sports medicine doctors and physical therapists and stuff, and reading a lot of articles, they're seeing a lot of injuries in kids your age, that kids our age, when we were kids, we didn't have those. And a lot of it's because some people are playing just specific sports. Club softball, club volleyball, they play it all year round. They don't ever play in any other sports. We're not asking you to go out and sign up for a league and play, TYF and try to go, do something else. It's just time management comes into that. But, on your days off, if you're a football player, go shoot some baskets. A good sport to play, or a good game to play, soccer, but a better game to play is racquetball, because you laterally movement. Your footwork's real good. You know how to move laterally. It's good for football and basketball players, because those are the two sports that you move lateral a lot. Soccer as well. So, just keep those other muscles in tune. Give your other muscles a break. Rest them. But you guys know that if you don't use a muscle and you go out and try it different, what's going to happen? You're going to be sore, right?
Yes.
That's your muscles telling you, hey, you haven't used me in a couple of weeks or whatever, and you're going to be sore until you work that stiffness out. So, just kind of well, I know you guys love football. I loved football. It's my favorite sport. I was better at basketball, but I loved football. But just the kids today aren't playing like we were We were season specific. I went from football to basketball to baseball in school. Now with AAU and club and stuff, it's more specialized. It's more, hey, we want you to play this sport all year round. Now football would be almost impossible to play all year round because, you'd rack up so many injuries, it'd be crazy. So, but I want to ask you a question specifically. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, okay? Sal Point or Cienega?
South Point.
Okay. Pat Nugent, you got your work cut out for you. You might have to make one of those late-night visits or something. Both schools have tremendous football traditions, and, obviously South Point's been around a lot longer. But, both schools, you can't lose either one. Dennis Benet, good coach. Pat Nugent, good coach. I would play for either of those guys. So let's go around and find out what high schools you guys are going to go to.
Well, high school?
Yeah.
Walden
Grove down Sahuarita, and you're going to play football, right?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
I'm going to Walden Grove.
Okay, and you're going to play football?
To play football.
Okay, and you're going to go up against those Mustangs up the road, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to South Point for football.
Okay. And we know you already, so?
I'm going to South Point for football.
Okay. Okay, so we got a bunch of Lancers and what's Walden Grove's mascot? Red Wolves. Oh, I thought it was the pecan tree or something. No, I'm just messing with you guys. Lots of good pecans down in Sahuarita. All right. What I want to know is, when I was a kid, I used to look up to certain athletes. I would look up to like Muhammad Ali. I would look up to like Gale Sayers. In basketball, I'd look up to, Wilt Chamberlain. You probably never even heard of these guys, because that's how old I am. Okay, I mean, there was like pterodactyls flying overhead, when I was on my way to school. But everybody has, a hero, who, pro sports or college sports. So tell me, who do you look up to? And it doesn't have to be a football player. It could be any sport. Who do you look up to as an athlete that you kind of would like to be?
I don't really know.
You don't have any athlete you look up to? Do you watch sports on TV?
Mm-hmm.
What do you watch?
Football.
So in the
Baseball.
NFL, who's your team in the NFL?
Dolphins.
The Dolphins. So is there anybody in the Dolphins that you would like to, that you like?
I like them all.
Okay.
Probably from the Broncos, Von Miller.
Von Miller, okay.
Well, I don't really have like an actual athlete. I guess the only person I'll say is my dad, because he's
Good role
been
model.
like a tremendous help, and he did very good in football, from what I've heard.
Your dad was a beast in football.
LeBron James, because even outside of sports, he's still able to like maintain his companies, and he's still able to be bigger from like I forgot his name, the rich guy.
No, LeBron does a good job. I mean, even though he's not in Cleveland anymore, he has that the scholarship for underprivileged kids in Akron, and he does a really good job. Larry Fitzgerald, another one.
The person I look up to is Tyrann Mathieu.
Okay, all right. All good guys to look up to, and just remember, you guys are 13 years old. In another 10 years, if you guys are playing in big-time football, people are going to be looking up to you. So keep that in mind. It kind of keeps you grounded, kind of keeps you on the level. So, all right. You guys all play together last year? Okay, so tell me what the coolest thing about last year. I mean, obviously winning the city championship is probably up there, but tell me one moment that you really remember from last year's season.
I remember just like going to Vegas. That was fun.
Vegas is fun. Vegas, I don't know how Vegas as a kid I've never been, but Vegas as an adult is fun.
Yeah, probably Vegas.
Vegas, all right. Got a lot of lights, huh? Yeah. You wouldn't want to pay their electricity bill, would you?
I mean, I just enjoyed every single part of it. I don't have one single moment that I'd pick. I just enjoyed the whole thing.
Isn't that cool? Just, the whole season. And it goes by quick, doesn't it? I mean, you're going to play maybe 10, you play 10 games?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, regular season. It goes by really quick. I mean, you're going to be in that first game, you're going to get them butterflies, you're going to sit there and like, let's go, butterflies go away as soon as you stick somebody, which is usually I always wanted to be on the kickoff team on opening kickoff, just be a jammer and just go down and just bust somebody up. So, that's when the butterflies go away. But you're going to be in the first game, and pretty soon you're going to wow, we got 2 games left. It goes that fast, and that's what's fun about it.
The whole season was fun to me, but the last drive, the last 7 minutes of the championship game was exciting for me because the sequence of events that happened and how it happened, it was just really interesting to me.
There wasn't a part not to favorite because the whole season was just amazing.
Now, you guys, who did you beat in the championship game?
The Dolphins.
Dolphins, that's right. Yeah, that was a good game. It was a long day for me. I was there from 8U all the way to 13U, so it was a long day. So, all right. So going into this season, you're a little stronger, a little faster, a little wiser. You guys, this is your last year in TYF. Next year you hit the big time, going under the lights at the high schools and stuff. So, what do you want to get out of this year? Obviously, you want a championship, but what one thing can you say would you like to maybe improve in your game or get out of this season? We'll start with you and go this way.
I would like to be able to be more flexible, as an offense, be more flexible because in the last regional game, we were down a player, which kind of messed us up. But we did a lot of the same thing, and then most of the other games we did a lot of stuff. But in the last game we did a lot of the same thing, and at the end of the game we ran the same play 10 times in a row.
Hey, unless they stop you, you can run that same play, especially when you got him at QB.
Yeah, but
what I would like to work on.
Yeah, what would you like to get out of this season other than winning the three-peating?
My speed and my awareness.
Okay, all right.
I'd like to get out of the season. I want to improve on speed.
Speed? Okay, all right.
I probably want to get a little bit stronger.
Okay, all right. Are you starting to lift weights?
Yeah.
I know at your age it's kind of awkward. You don't want to overdo the weights and stuff because you're still growing and stuff. But but light weights and stuff like that, that will definitely increase your strength. Another thing you could do without weights, it's called isometrics. Like if you go up to just a wall in your bedroom and push on it as hard as you can for as long as you can, you know, and especially if you're a blocker or you use your arms to play football, that's a good exercise as well. Your coaches will tell you the same thing. So I want to ask you kind of a funny question, and it's not really funny, but it's just a lot of people don't get this right. Parents may not know this either. After the game, you're sore, obviously, okay? You know what the best thing to drink after any game for sore muscles?
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk. There's something in the cocoa. Yeah, it's proven, medically proven. Chocolate milk. There's something in the cocoa bean that really helps the muscles when they're sore, rejuvenate themselves. And who doesn't like chocolate milk? I mean, come on. Even if you're lactose intolerant, there's almond chocolate milk, and that's good stuff too. So. All right, what are we doing, Mr. Producer? How are we doing on time?
Let's do one funny question.
One funny question, okay. Football players and a funny question. Okay, you guys are all pretty tough. You're football players, okay? Put yourself in this scenario, okay? There's a zombie apocalypse, okay? You guys watch Walking Dead and all that kind of zombie stuff? All right, you know what a zombie is. And they eat people, okay? You can take 2 people with you to help you stay alive. Who would that be? And it can be a real person, or it can be fictional, like Superman or something like that.
Only 2?
Only 2. Anybody can start, doesn't matter.
I don't know. I guess I'll just say like my 2 brothers, I guess.
Your 2 brothers? I think your dad would be a good choice.
Oh yeah, and him too. Yeah, probably like my dad and
I
like
would mess
one
with
other
your
brother.
dad if I was a zombie. All right.
I'll take Black Panther. And,
Black Panther, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
And The Rock.
And The Rock, 2 good choices. I think you got a good shot at staying alive.
I'm still thinking.
Okay.
Probably like my sister and.
Your sister's pretty tough? Okay. I believe you. Who else? One more.
I don't know.
Maybe
Superman.
like a Navy SEAL or something? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably like Iron Man and Batman.
Iron Man and Batman. Okay, I got a question for you about Batman, though. What's with the cape? He doesn't fly. You know, Superman, they need a cape. They fly. So what's with the cape?
He glides.
He glides. Okay, all right. And he doesn't really have any superpowers. He just has a lot of money.
Yeah.
And a cool car. So he gets the chicks, right?
I guess.
Okay. All right. Okay. This is the time where we're gonna have you guys shout out. Okay. So remember, I told you before the show that everybody in the nation can see the show because of the wonders of Facebook and the internet. So whether your people are here in the room or they're in Tucson or in another city or another state, here's your chance to say hi to them. And then remember, always look at the back of the camera.
So I'll just say my parents, because I couldn't have made it here or done anything without them.
Right. Okay. Good job.
Go ahead. I was gonna.
My parents, because I wouldn't be here without them.
All right.
I would say my parents because if it wasn't for them, I would have been playing football.
Good.
My parents, because they helped me get to where I'm at now.
Okay.
Yeah, my parents too.
Okay, you Hispanic kids, you better start thinking about Nana in there because you know if you don't include Nana, that chocolate goes right by your head going down the hall, and she's got a better arm than Tom Brady. Okay, so that's right. That's right. No, your parents. That's a good job. Also, just remember, guys, we didn't touch on it really much, but let me just say something real quick. School, okay? You don't get good grades to play football, basketball, baseball, whatever. You get good grades to teach you how to conduct yourself in life, okay? High school prepares you for college. College prepares you for life. These 4 years, these 8 years coming up when you guys get into high school, the best 8 years of your life. I'm serious. You're on your parents' dime. You don't have too much responsibility because you're living with your parents. And believe me, after you get out of college, life goes downhill real quick. You got to get a job, and you're going to start your own family. Then you're going to be in your parents' situation. So definitely enjoy these 8 years. All right. Thank you guys very much for coming on, and we'll get the next group up. Thank you. All right. Let's for all the other groups coming up here, we'll get our sponsors finished up here. Oasis Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your units, once again, tip-top shape. Oasis is real big down in Sahuarita. We're down in Green Valley. You guys that live down in Sahuarita, you see the Oasis trucks going up and down the 19 and over on Esperanza and Sahuarita Boulevard and stuff. Give David Murrieta a call, 520-648-1755. New Stitch Embroidery, right north of Pueblo High School, 3114 South 12th Avenue. For all your silk screening, embroidery, fabric laser printing, call 741-1070. As you can see, they do our embroidery on our shirts. This is a cool shirt. My man Pearson's got a cool shirt. We are going to have and I want the parents here to know, too, because you guys are all invited. I haven't set the date yet, but at Frog and Firkin, we are going to have our 3rd anniversary party, and thank you guys for supporting 520 Sports Talk. We're also going to do a little bit of a fundraising so we can kind of upgrade our camera and get some software where we can actually put our sponsors' logos on the screen during the show, have a split screen, and just kind of upgrade our stuff. We will let you know. Just kind of watch the 520 Sports Talk Facebook page. Anybody that's ever been on our show, athlete-wise, from 2016, 17, 18, 19, obviously invited to the show. Parents as well. Please come out to Frog and Firkus. Help us celebrate what you guys made possible for me. This started out as an idea in June of 2016, kind of went into a project, and then I had to quit my job because this is my job now. So it takes a lot of time, a lot of hard work, but it's so rewarding, and it really makes me feel good that I can give back to the youth sports and people that helped me when I was an athlete. So keep an eye on the Facebook page for that party. This is one of my favorite sponsors. He's a brand new sponsor, but it's a Tucson icon. Pat's Drive-In, Pat's Chili Dogs. If you guys have not ever had a Pat's Chili Dog, I don't think you can call yourself a Tucsonan, because they've been around since God was a kid. And you got it, great chili dogs, great burgers. Their fries are off the hook. Over on Grande and Niagara, over in Barrio Hollywood, check out Pat's Chili Dogs. You will not be disappointed. We'll get to the rest of the sponsors a little bit later. What's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
You guys nervous?
No.
Because you're football players, right? Football players don't get nervous. All right. Well, you get nervous a little bit before the opening kickoff, right? And then you just go down and stick somebody on the kickoff, and you're okay, right? Yep. All right. So we're going to start with you. We'll go around this way. Give us your name, where you go to school, and what position you play.
Hi, my name's Nico Rodriguez, and I play right guard and center, and I go to Sahuarita Middle School.
All right.
Hi, my name is Noah Rodriguez Castillo. I play right tackle, nose guard, and kicker, and I go to SSA, Sonoran Science Academy.
Dude, I would run behind your block any day. I could drive my car through your block.
My name is Max Flores, running back and linebacker. I go to Lawford Middle School.
Okay. He's got his own.
Actually, my name is Albert Rivera. I play O-line and D-line and field goal kicker. I go to Gallego Intermediate.
Did you say you're a kicker?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. I'm going to ask you some kicker questions.
I'm Gavin Gilbert. I play both offense and defense line, and I go to Sonoran Science Academy on David Montes Air Force Base.
Okay, good deal. My dad was in the Navy, so I know how it is being a service brat. So good stuff. All right, did you guys all play together last year?
Yes.
You guys are all city champs. All right, feels pretty good, doesn't it? You know what the coolest thing about being a city champ is? Bragging rights. But it's kind of cool. You can walk into QT, you can walk into Fry's, walk into Costco, and you see somebody from another team, you're just like, yeah, that's right, we kicked your ass. So that's, bragging rights is a good thing and stuff. And that's a culmination of hard work. That just, you can't just pencil it in. It's like Sahuarita 49ers city champs. That's a lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, a lot of just grit, going to practice, giving it your all, because all those practices during the week, if you practice well, it's going to show on Saturday when you play. If you don't practice well during the week, you can't just like, oh, I'm going to play great in this game. Okay, you all agree with that? Same thing goes with school. Okay, you can't fake it through school. You know, if you're like sitting there going, I got the right, and going look at this guy next to me and get the answer and stuff. When it comes down to making your final exam or something like that, you're not going to know what's going on, right? That's when you get exposed. Okay, and it's just like when you guys are hitting people on the other side of the ball. If they didn't practice well during the week on the other team, you're going to expose them. You're going to expose their weakness. Okay, so that goes for life and school, and also goes for sports. Do we all agree with that? All right. What's the most important thing about getting good grades? Anybody can answer. No. What's the most important thing? Homework's a part of it, but what's the most important thing? What do you strive for by getting good grades?
Getting a good job.
Okay, so prepares you for life. Good.
Being able to play.
Being able to play, but that's not really the most important thing. A lot of people think that. When you guys go to high school, and hopefully I want to see you guys on Saturday afternoon in college stadiums playing, whether it's at U of A or ASU or wherever, okay? Coaches and scouts are not going to even talk. You could be the best running back, the best lineman, whatever. If you're a fringe student and you're really fighting to get good grades, they're not going to touch you. You got to remember, a college scholarship is worth $80,000 to $100,000 a year. Okay, they don't want to have to worry about your grades. Okay, so getting good grades is not. I mean, yes, you stay eligible. That's not the most important thing. Most important thing is to prepare you for life after school, like you said. Prepare you for life, getting a good job. Okay. If you get good grades, you know you're going to be eligible. That's there's no question. So just remember, when you're in school, buckle down, get the good grades. Football will come naturally. You don't have to worry about, oh God, I got to pass this test tomorrow, or I can't play football. Okay. You don't want to put yourself in that position. Do we all agree? Okay. All right. What do you want to do individually? What do you want to do this year to maybe improve what your effort of last year? Like, I want to be a better blocker. I want to get better footwork. If you're a quarterback, I want to gain my arm strength, that type of thing.
I want to gain a lot of strength.
Okay. And what position do you play again?
Right guard
and
center.
All right. So you want to work on your legs, work on your leverage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Work on my kicking.
You're a kicker too?
Yeah.
How many kickers you got on the team?
3.
Are you guys like somebody kicks the long field goals? Oh, okay. Do you punt too? Okay. You punt. Okay.
What was the question?
What do you want to improve from last year's effort? What's your goal this season individually?
Just better ability.
Better ability? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Get better footwork and get better strength also.
Okay.
I want to get better speed and agility.
Okay. Okay. Now let's go around the table again. And from your answers, what do you have to do to do that? You said you wanted to be better strength. So what do you have to do to get better strength?
Just continue to go to the gym.
Okay, good. You want to be what's called a gym rat. You want to make the gym a part of your life.
I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know.
How are you going to be a better kicker?
Work on my
practice.
Yeah, practice.
There
work
you
on
go.
my kicks.
Okay.
Do a lot more training.
Okay. Now, how you can be a better kicker, just to go back to you real quick, is you can put the ball in the tee and have Coach rush right at you as hard as you can, see if you can kick it over. That'll make you a better kicker.
I'll be scared.
To work out every day, get harder.
Okay, all right. So just being consistent and working hard. That's a good answer.
Push myself past the limit. And
there you go.
Achieve my goal.
Right here, brother. That's it. He hit it right on. He hit the nail right on the head. When you think you've spent every ounce of energy, and it's only the third quarter, what are you going to do? You're not going to go back and sit on the bench for the fourth quarter, right? You want to be out there in the action and stuff. You got to dig down deep and find that extra 15, 20% that you know, even though you're dog tired, you got to come out and you got to give that good effort. How many teams do you see on TV? Mostly, you don't see too much in the pros, but how many high school teams or pro team or college teams do you see going like this? Fourth quarter's ours. Okay, because a lot of games are won and lost in the fourth quarter, and if you're, like he said, if you're already tired from playing 3 quarters, you got to dig down deep and find that energy to go into the fourth quarter. So, those all good answers, and those all came from your heart. So, great job, guys. All right, how we doing? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. I want to know, who's your favorite athlete that you look up to? Doesn't have to be a football player.
Saquon Barkley.
Okay, good answer. Remember, you got to talk up here.
Mean Joe Green.
Mean Joe Green, some old school. I like it.
I was going to go back to Saquon Barkley.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure more than one person likes him.
It's not an athlete, but my parents.
There you go. Was your mom a good football player?
She was a good basketball player.
Good basketball player. Okay, so you don't want to go to the hole with her there because she'll swat that right away from you, right? Yeah. Attaboy.
I look up to Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald is a good role model, guys. If you guys don't know, he does a lot for the kids in Phoenix, a lot for the community in Phoenix. And, you know, I mean, he's a stud wide receiver, obviously a Hall of Famer whenever he decides to hang it up. A good answer. All right. Funny question?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a bunch of linemen up here. I know you guys like to eat. So let me ask you this. What's your 2 favorite places to eat? It can be fast food, it can be a restaurant. What's your 2 favorite places to eat? And you have to get rid of one the rest of your life.
Probably Chipotle or Chick-fil-A.
Okay, and which one goes?
Probably Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, you're out. All right. You have to think, okay?
McDonald's or Chick-fil-A.
Okay, and who goes? I know, hard. That's why I paid all this money.
McDonald's.
McDonald's is out, okay. You ready?
Buffalo Wild Wings and Wendy's.
Buffalo Wild Wings and Wendy's, okay.
Wendy's.
Wendy's, you're out. Okay, Buffalo Wild Wings, very good.
Chipotle and Peter Piper Pizza.
Okay, and who goes?
Peter Piper Pizza.
Wow, I didn't see that one coming. Good answer.
This German restaurant in Germany or McDonald's.
What do you order at the German restaurant? Don't say German food.
A lot of
like Wiener Schnitzel or
a lot of traditional, like Wiener Schnitzel.
I don't really. I'm not
sauerkraut.
Okay,
a lot of traditional.
Okay.
Foods you eat there.
All right. So obviously, being a military kid, you've been able to travel around the world. Okay, German food restaurant and what else?
McDonald's.
Okay, which goes?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. All right, Germany, you're on the board. All right, good. And there's no wrong answer to these questions. That was fun. Let me ask you one more. You want to stay with the food theme? All right.
Nah.
Now, I know you guys are kids and your metabolism's like 900 miles an hour. You don't have to, you burn off energy like crazy. So let me ask you this. On the way to practice, on the way to a game, you're riding in the car. You can't go in the car without gas, right? So you stop at a gas station, QT, Circle K, whatever, okay? You know you're going to go inside. So what's your favorite gas station food and drink?
A protein bar and pineapple Fanta.
Protein bar and pineapple Fanta. All right.
Like, does it have to be before the game? Or
No, anytime. Doesn't have to be before the game. Just anytime.
like a blue Powerade or like Takis.
Takis. Now I tried Takis the other day. I might have got the wrong flavor. I got that habanero. Wasn't a big fan. I might have to give it a second chance and try the other flavors.
Hot Cheetos.
And? Drink?
Oh, Gatorade.
What color?
Strawberry.
Oh, I didn't know they had strawberry. All right.
My drink would be cherry cola and some bag of chips.
What kind of chips?
Some Ruffles.
Ruffles, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good answer.
My favorite drink is probably a blue Powerade.
Okay.
And my favorite snack is spicy Funyun rings.
Spicy Funyun rings. Boy, you guys, pineapple Fanta spicy Funyun rings. I don't think we've ever had those answers in 3 years of the 520 Sports Talk Show, so good job. All right, so remember I talked to you before the show about here's your opportunity to shout out to anybody. I'm sure you got some people in Germany you may want to shout out to. Here's your chance, whether they're here at Meaches in Tucson or anywhere in the country, you can say hi. Now, the girls last night at the Arizona Roadrunners, 2 of them shouted out to their dogs. So keep that in mind.
Just my family and my friends that push me.
Okay.
Oh, my family and the family here in, like, Sahuarita.
Okay, all right.
My family, my coaches, and just teammates.
Okay.
My football family and my 2 dogs, Boxer and Clyde.
There you go. That's what I want to hear, the 2 dogs.
Most important, my family, my team, obviously, and my abuela.
Nobody in Germany?
And
what about the guy that made you that cool wiener schnitzel or something in Germany? Oh, the waiter at the restaurant or something? No, it's all good. It's all good. All right. Thank you, guys. We will definitely be on the sidelines watching you guys. You guys are going to be one of the teams to watch here in the 2019 TYF football schedule. So thank you, guys. We'll bring up the last group and we'll finish up with our sponsor, Simply Noted, mixing modern marketing techniques with an old school personal touch. Expand your business footprint by going to simplynoted.com. This is owned by ex-football coach for the Wildcats, Rick Elmore. He does a great job. So if you're a business and you want to get your name out there more, give him a message on simplynoted.com. He will definitely help you. He's worked wonders for us. Our viewership has gone up tremendously just by working with him. So thank you, Rick. Tucson Speedway, if you were with us last week, we had our NASCAR show located on Houghton Road just south of the Pima County Fairgrounds. Fast, fun, furious excitement for the whole family. And believe me, when I say the whole family, it's great. They've got a play area for kids. They've got live music. They've got food trucks, all kinds of good stuff to do out at Tucson Speedway. Go to TucsonSpeedway.com for race times. We will be, just a little program note, we will be at the Community Center on Saturday for the Tucson Sugar Skulls last and final regular season game. Now, winner takes all in this matchup. So if the Tucson Sugar Skulls win, they will go to the playoffs. If they lose, their season's done. Either way, after the playoffs or after the regular season, we're going to have the Sugar Skulls once again on our show. And we might even have the Sugar Dolls with us, the cheer team. So definitely look forward to that. And last but not least, Arizona Motor Vehicle Express up in the Marana area, 6741 North Thornydale. I'm telling you, I'm a firm believer of this sponsor. Does any of you guys like to go to the DMV? It's a waste of what, 3 or 4 hours? Here's your answer, Arizona Motor Vehicle Express. I had to go get tags for my car and a new driver's license. I swear to God, I was out there. I was out in 20 minutes. Yeah, cost me like $20 extra. Believe me, $20 extra is worth it not to spend 4 hours at the DMV. So, yeah, definitely give them a call, 219-8852 in the 520 area code, Arizona Motor Vehicle Express. And you can get anything done there. You can get, let me see what they have, title registration, driver's license, road test, personalized plates, motor vehicle records, disability placards, notary service. So it's kind of a one-stop shop, and it keeps you from sitting there with 500 other people at the DMV. So thank you, Arizona Vehicle Motor Express. What's up, guys? Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Did we save the best for last?
Maybe.
Come on, did we save the best for last?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Kind of apprehensive about that. All right. So we'll start with you. Give us your name, where you go to school, and what position you play.
Kyron Jones. I go to bases north, and I play wide receiver and corner.
Okay.
DJ Jamin. I go to SMS, and I play DB and receiver.
Okay.
Jackson Klump. I go to Anza Trail, and I play tight end and D end.
Okay.
Julian Ibarra. I go to St. Ambrose. I play wide receiver, linebacker, and DB.
Okay. So I want you guys to use your outside voices, okay? Right now you're talking like you're a ballerina. I want you to talk like a football player, okay? All right, I'm going to fire you up a little bit. All right. What's the best thing about playing for the 49ers? I didn't think it was that hard of a question. Or are you just going through the thousands of reasons, right? Yeah, okay. I'll give you a pass on that one. Anybody can start.
Yeah. One of y'all start. I got it.
Best thing about playing for Coach Rushing and the 49ers?
That's hard.
That's hard. It should be easy. You guys are city champs.
Oh. That's tough for you. I can say I
Yeah, it's almost my bedtime. I'm old. What's the best thing about playing? Having fun? Being with your teammates? I mean, I'm giving you all the answers here. You're new. Okay, so what are you looking forward to?
Championship.
Kicking the butt of your old team? There you go. Come on. There you go. Say it. Who's your old team?
The Redskins.
Okay, so you want to kick the Redskins' butt?
If they have a team.
Well, even if they don't have a team, you go find them in the neighborhood and kick their butt. No. It's called a microphone. Who'd you play for last year?
I didn't play last year.
You didn't play? Okay, so that should be an easy question. What do you look forward to playing this year?
Football.
Okay. Let's get this first group back up here.
The best thing playing for the 49ers is that the coaches always push us.
Right, exactly. To make you better, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Now I'm going to start asking the really hard questions. Okay. We all know that football's fun. We all know that sports is fun. You're going to learn some of the best lessons of your life playing football or playing any other sport. You're going to learn consistency. You're going to learn how to be driven, because when you get a job and stuff, you want to go to work, you want to do the best you can, especially if you're in a position like of sales where it depends on how much you sell and how much money you're going to make. But any job you have is going to be the same as football. You want to give 100%. Okay? So what I want to know from you guys is give me your best subject in school and the subject that this summer that mom and dad have kind of sit you down and just say, hey, you got to get a little bit better at this one.
Best subject is lunch. That's a subject to me.
It's
a subject to me. Best subject I say is English.
Okay.
And
what's the one you got to work on a little bit?
Math sometimes.
Okay.
My best subject is math.
Okay.
And I gotta work on science.
Okay, so you guys need to do math homework together. You help me, okay?
I'll be your tutor.
Okay.
I'm decent at math. You know?
My best subject is science. I need to work on English.
Okay, all right. So he's got you for English. See, I'm a solution guy.
My best subject is science, and I need to work on math.
Okay, so there you go. There's your tutor. You guys are both good in science. You can go build your own nuclear reactor or whatever you do. Okay. All right. Tell me the most important thing about getting good grades.
Most important thing about getting good grades.
Right.
I mean,
what's the most important thing about getting?
I mean, if you have good grades in school, you can graduate and
sure
you're able to get a job.
Sure, good answer.
If you get good grades, you can go to a good school, like a good college.
Better answer.
Mine's better. You ain't gonna be able to play football forever.
You can get good grades to go to a better school.
Okay.
The good thing about getting good grades is you can get a really nice job.
Exactly. And it keeps your parents off your back, right? Yeah. All right. I've never seen a parent that said, "Oh man, you got straight A's. I'm not happy." Okay. Getting good grades is to prepare you for life, like you said. Getting a good job, because it doesn't matter. I don't think your parents really care what you do for a job as long as you give 100%. Okay. I worked for the fire department. Okay. But my dad would have been just as happy as if I would have had another job as long as I got, as long as I gave 100% and stuff. Now, I'll tell you a little bit of story about me. I probably could have gone a little bit further, but I messed around my freshman and sophomore year in high school. I didn't get bad grades, but I was a C student. And my dad sit me down, and he sat me down, and he said, you have a lot of potential, you have a lot of athletic ability, and it's all going to waste because you can't get your head into your school. You're always fighting to stay eligible. You're always worrying about you're one test away from sitting on the bench and stuff. My junior and senior year, I got straight A's the rest of the time. But because I messed around my freshman and sophomore years, my whole GPA for all 4 years was lower than it could have been if I would have buckled down. So just kind of, that's just personal experience that I had. But I had to pay the price for that, and I don't want to see you guys do the same thing. I want you guys to all go to really good schools. I want you guys to excel, not only academically, but athletically as well. Does everybody agree with that? Okay. All right. I didn't ask this about the other groups, so. And some of you guys are new. Some of you guys are coming from other teams, so I want to know, it could be your old team. You guys know your schedule yet? Okay, well, you're going to get your schedule, and you're going to look at it, because every football player, every athlete does. You're going to look at it, and you're going to circle that one game that you just want to go out there and beat, whether the team beat you last year or kids on the other team, and you want, maybe they're the same neighborhood that you want to beat. It's kind of like a Pueblo-Sunnyside rivalry, or a Saguaro-Sabino rivalry right to the east side and stuff, or a Walden Grove-Sahuarita rivalry, okay? So what team do you want to beat the most?
The Dolphins.
Okay.
The Dolphins.
Okay.
The Dolphins.
Okay.
The Dolphins.
Okay. So you guys don't know this. I'm having the Dolphins on next week. No, that's good. That's good. Everybody's got a rival: ASU, U of A, Yankees, Red Sox, Walden Grove, Sahuarita, Sunnyside, Pueblo, Tucson High, Amphi, that type of stuff. So rivalries are good. Rivalries are good because it's bragging rights for a year. Now, you guys are city champs. You can walk with your head up high into fries. You can see somebody from the Dolphins or somebody else, and you're like, yeah, what's up? All right, because you're city champs. You earned that. There was a lot of effort, a lot of sweat, a lot of hard work that went into city champs. But that was last year. This is this year, okay? Coach will tell you the same thing. Forget about last year. You had your fun being city champs last year. The slate's wiped clean. Everybody's 0-0 starting off. Okay, so you got to reprove yourself this year if you want that city championship again. Does everybody agree with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I'm going to be watching you guys because I think you guys are one of the teams to beat. So I'm going to come to your games, and we're going to check it out, and you're going to see me on the sidelines. So I want 100% effort on every play, okay? All right. Funny question time? Yeah. Okay, I think I put my soapbox away, Coach. All good. Okay, so I asked the other guys about food. I asked the other guys about the zombie apocalypse. So let me ask you this. If you could be anything that flew in the air, walked on land, swam in the ocean or lake, what kind of animal would you be? I love the blank stares.
A panther.
Panther, okay. Good. Mean.
That's hard.
It's not that hard. You got a million animals to pick from.
You got a point.
I got a point. I'm just messing with you.
A jaguar.
Jaguar, okay. Panther, jaguar, pretty similar.
Eagle.
Eagle, okay. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool to fly.
A gorilla.
Gorilla, okay. Nobody's going to mess with you. I'd be a shark, personally. I'm from San Diego, so I'm kind of an ocean guy.
They're scary.
They are pretty scary. They are pretty scary. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up with a chance for you guys to shout out to anybody. Everybody so far has only shouted out to people in this room. So if you know anybody that lives outside of Tucson, outside of Arizona, Here's your chance to shout out. You're more than welcome to shout out to people in here too, but here's your chance.
Shout out to my uncle.
Where does he live?
Where's my uncle in? Louisiana.
Louisiana, all right. Did you text him and tell him you're going to be on TV?
My dad did.
Okay, so Uncle in Louisiana, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Good kid.
My Uncle Tim.
Where's Uncle Tim live?
In Oklahoma.
Okay. Uncle Tim, is he watching?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you can text him after the show and tell him we're going to publish it and he can watch you. Okay?
Mom, you should have told him.
Okay.
My grandma.
And where does she live?
Alamogordo.
Alamogordo, New Mexico. All right. Is she watching? You didn't tell her you're going to be the star of the show?
My grandparents.
And where do they live?
Here in Tucson.
All right. See, this guy's smart. I'm telling you, Hispanic kids, man, you got to include Nanantata because, you know how it is. You know, when you're growing up Hispanic, you do something wrong, your dad whoops your butt, and then you go over and Tata whoops your butt. All right. Good job, guys. I really appreciate you coming. This is my honor to have the city champions of 2018 on here. Continued success. Listen to your coaches. Listen to your parents. And if you do that, I guarantee you will be city champs again. These guys have already gone through the chances. Coach Rushing, there's not a thing you can tell him about football he doesn't already know, okay? So listen to them. Listen to your mom and dad, okay? Because they're the ones that want you to be successful more than anybody on earth, okay? So I want to thank you guys for being here. You're going to check you guys out the game. I'll go down to Sahuarita and watch you guys, or if you guys come up to Tucson on an away game, I'll come over and check you out because you guys, I really believe, have a great shot of three-peating. So thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. I want to thank you guys for watching. Parents in here, you want to pan one more time in the crowd? This place was packed. Sahuarita rocks, you know that. You guys know how we roll with Sahuarita, right? All right. And thank you, sponsors, for everything that you do for us. Remember, we're going to have our 3rd anniversary party. You guys are all invited. It'll be at Frog and Firkin. We'll give you the date. Just kind of keep an eye on the 520 Sports Talk page, which brings me to another point. If you have not liked it or follow it, please do so. It sure makes my job a lot easier when I go into prospective advertisers to try to get money to keep this going because this show does cost money. I don't get paid for going out and checking out football games and stuff like that. So,
YouTube.
And also, good point. Our I don't know if you guys knew this. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Our shows are not only on Facebook, so some people don't like Facebook for some reason. If you want to go to YouTube, go to the 520 Sports Talk YouTube channel, and you'll see it's also uploaded on YouTube. Now, it takes about a day after the show to get it up there because it's a big download. So thank you, everybody. 520 Sports Talk, Southern Arizona sports with a twist, and it's a wrap.